genau, jetzt öffnet sich auch das. I almost thought you guys weren't gonna show up. Huh? What? You guys look like you've just seen a ghost or something. That surprises you here, huh? Who are you guys? I've never seen you before. The Member of the Ravens, a group that usually gathers in the harbor area in Ruin City. But what are the three of you doing here? Damned if we know. All of a sudden we just where? Wait, are you implying? We're not real by the looks of it. We're just imitations of our real selves created by someone or something to do battle with you. That's all we're here for. So you're copies of a real people created here like Celeste then. Although unlike her, it was a lot of phantasma that created you, maybe. And if that's the case, you're not gonna let us go without a fight, huh? Can't say I've got anything against you guys, but fighting you is what we're here for, so yep. And if you can't go against it, we might as well enjoy it. Time to show off how much stronger we've gotten since the red-headed bastard started working on us to the bone. Agate must have been a real slave driver to fire you up this much. If you have no choice, then let's fire all you have. I can't help but wonder who of all folks ended up being created here to fight you. Guess it's just fate or something? Just don't even think of holding back. Come at us with all you've got. Begin! To arms! Yeah, not strong. Das war der erste. Und ich wollte nicht zu hoch angreifen. Noch, du kannst noch Arzt einsetzen, das heißt, du kannst... Was einsetzen? So. Crud! You got us good. Huh, looks like we're gonna have to get a hell of a lot stronger if you want to rank up to being senior bracers. Hey, there's no need to be hard on yourselves, you put up a damn good fight. I agree, you did very well. Either way, it looks like our role in this world is over now. We've got no way of telling if our real selves are even gonna be aware of what happened here. But, well, if you run into us in the real world again, say hi, okay? Don't get cocky cause you won, though. The guys waiting up ahead is nastier than we could dream of. You're not gonna stand a chance if you don't give it everything you've got. They just vanished. They don't really seem cut out to be delinquents, if you ask me. I look forward to seeing what kind of bracers they become. Anyone else feel like the purple-haired guys parting words were on the ominous side? We're heading towards the old schoolhouse, right? That's right. It's a stone building that was used by the academy until a few decades ago. It's no longer in use these days. I'm not sure who Rocco was referring to. It sounds like we should make sure we're ready before we're going inside. Ich kann nochmal speichern. I've been anticipating your arrival. Blue Blanc? Nein. What the? Philip? Congratulations on your victory outside. And now that you have done so, I will be serving as your next opponent. I'm assuming you're a copy of the real Philip too? Indeed I am. And because of that, I've no choice but to point my blade at even you, your highness, knowing full well how unforgivable that act is. As the first guardian, I, Philip Runel, the Sword Fox and former captain of the Royal Guard, challenge you to a battle. I was aware of your history from my time leading the intelligence division, but it's clear that you're every bit the fearsome opponent your father suggested from your stance alone. I could say the same to you. I look forward to witnessing the skills you have inherited from the Divine Blade firsthand. Looks like I've got no choice but to fight this time too. Very well, if this hard must be, I won't hesitate. We accept your challenge.
My sword on its rises! Witness!
Auch erst in der ersten Schaft rein? In der ersten Runde? For crying out loud! This dude! Nein, du solltest eigentlich Dingensbumsen angreifen. Danke. Au. Reicht noch nicht mal für ihn.
Done. That was the sword of Bender.
Hätte ich wahrscheinlich nicht gegrindet mit den Shining Palms, das wäre schlecht ausgegangen. Perhaps this was inevitable. I'm simply not young enough to pose a challenge to you anymore, I fear. You've got to be kidding me. I can only hope age is that kind to me. Your strength is nuts. I fear I might have underestimated you. You were an exceptional opponent. There's no need to try and flatter me. Regardless, while I may not have been able to pose a challenge to you, I'm sure the other guardians will. Be sure not to let your guard down against them, even for a moment. Well, better than mine, Philip, thank you. Now, if you will excuse me, I think it's time for me to depart. Once I disappear, the next path should open. It is my hope that you will all overcome the remaining trials and return from this place safe and well. Okay, es ist das gelbe Monument. He's one hell of a tough butler. Indeed. Is everyone ready to move to the next area? I'm guessing we'll be able to access that from the scenic route like we did this one. Let's go see which of the other monuments has activated. That sounds wise. Gut, aber vorher machen wir noch eine Tür. Wir haben noch die Mondtüren und zwei Sterntüren. Dann machen wir die mit den Mira hier. Girls Dormitory, weil ich habe noch nichts gegessen. Und die Mond sind mir zu lang. Ganz ehrlich. Im Moment. Zumindest. Boys oder Girls? Boys. Warte, ich kann mich doch teleportieren. Ein schönes Mira. Falls noch Zeit ist, können wir immer noch die gelbe Tür aufsuchen. Oh, Pose. Thank you very much for coming today. I'd love it if you would be able to start coming to pray like this more often. I'm afraid it looks as though I won't have a choice in that matter. If I show any signs of skipping mass, Lila gives me a stern lecturing. You're rather fortunate to have someone like her by your side, you know. Nothing is more valuable to a person than someone who will chide them when they seem to be straying from the right path. I couldn't agree more. I do wish she would get a little easier on me than she currently does, however. Look at it this way, the fact that she doesn't shows just how important you are to her. For one thing, I hear you've been exceptionally busy with work these days. I won't be surprised. She hoped to make the time you spent here to be a break from all of that. As frustrating as it is to admit, it's a scarily sound assessment. But she can't keep me away from work forever now, can she? I think I ought to be getting back to it now, so if you'll excuse me, please give my regards to Father Holstein too. Certainly, a good day to you then. As if Lila wasn't bad enough, now I have Sister Rosa saying the same things as her. Ah well, next up is inspecting the mark, so I should probably get to doing that. Market. I was expecting Lila to be here to meet me by now though. She's been awfully cold to me lately, and I still don't have a clue as to why. I thought she was going to pray with me today too, but then she up and decided she needed to take care of shopping. Maybe I can grill her on it later? For now I should hurry and get to the market. Oh, isn't it Lila? Thanks, I really do appreciate your help today. Not at all, I should be saying the same to you. Anyway, if you need anything else, just give me a call. I can always worm my way out of whatever's on my schedule to make time for you. I certainly keep that in mind. Please do, my little sister's been so excited for the big day already. It'll surely be one to remember. Yes, I'm sure. For now, however, I really should be going. Oh yeah, the mayor should be about done with mass now, right? Until next time, farewell for now. Did I just witness what I think I did? So that's why she's been acting so distant towards me lately. I wish she had said something. I thought we were supposed to be close. I suppose it shouldn't come as much of a surprise. She's a grown woman. And she might seem cold towards people on the outside, but she's a wonderful human being and a rather attractive one too. If anything, I'm surprised it's taken her this long to find someone. Well, it wouldn't be fair for me to get in the way of her happiness. I do feel a little lonely at the thought, but she's going to want my support. It wouldn't be right for me not to give her it. I have to apologize for being late. Might I ask exactly what you're doing? Oh, it's you, Lila. How long have you been there? You appear to be rather tired. This is why I keep telling you that you need to stop overexerting yourself. Oh no, I'm not, I assure you. Shall we head to the market? Well, if you say so. The next day? Mayor Mabel, can I ask you to go over what you want me to do one more time, just so I'm not misunderstanding? Well, as I said, I would like to investigate exactly what relationship those two have, as well as what kind of person the gentleman in question is. So to put it in simpler terms, you want me to check out whether they're dating and do a background check on the man, right? Is that right? Yes, it is. Is there something wrong? Well, kinda. I mean, brothers do at times do background checks on people, but that's when we suspect or know for sure they're involved in a crime. If they're not doing so, it would be an invasion of the privacy, and that doesn't exactly fly with us. Oh. Obviously, if you have reason to believe the man Lila appears to be dating is involved in illegal activity, I'd be happy to help. Is that the case though? No. On the contrary, actually. He appears to be a good, honest man. I see. There's obviously going to be a chance that just a facade and he's not the kind of person he appears to be. But as it stands, I don't see any ground for the guild to make the move. This is unfortunate, but I can certainly see where you're coming from. I'm sorry for troubling you with this. I don't know what came over me. Please forget this conversation ever happened. Forgive me for asking this, but you're all in favor of them dating, right? You're not trying to break them up or something. So why are you so concerned with finding all this out? As I think you're aware, Lila lost her mother and father during the 100-Day Wars. As far as I can tell, the scars that left on her heart still haven't truly healed either. And I believe this is her first foray into romantic relationships too. I'm just so worried about her getting hurt as a result of this. I'm not in the slightest concerned about how noble the man's family is or how much money they have. Nothing superficial like that. All I want to know is whether he genuinely cares for her well-being and will make her happy. That's all that matters to me. I see where you're coming from. Still, at the end of the day, that doesn't give me the excuse to invade the man's privacy or meddle in their affairs. I'm sure Lila will eventually tell me about what's going on when she feels the time is right. I can ask her all of my questions then. Nah, this is good stuff. What do you mean? I completely understand where you're coming from here. I'd be more than happy to accept your request. Wait, I thought, are you sure wouldn't doing so violate the Bracer Code? Ah, no worries, the Bracer Code is totally open to individual interpretation, so it leaves a lot to each Bracer's personal judgment. I feel trying to follow the code to the letter and ignoring the feeling of those we're trying to service misses the point of being a Bracer too. So I don't think it's unfair to dismiss your well-meaning intentions as trying to invade someone's privacy either. You leave all of this to me, I get you all kinds of answers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you agreeing to do this for me, really. Just know that I completely understand where you're coming from earlier, so I don't want to ask you to invite this privacy no more than necessary. Is that fair? Perfecto! I hope this turns out to be something that'll really make her happy.